Join me as I dive deep into the American Civil War and challenge myself to uncover the most surprising facts you didn't know. In this video, you'll explore the events that led to the American Civil War, its key battles, and its lasting impact on the nation. The United States was a young country when the seeds of discord were sown. Slavery, an institution deemed essential by some, was viewed as morally reprehensible by others. The economic disparity between the industrial North and the agrarian South further widened the chasm. As states' rights advocates, Southerners believed the federal government had no authority to dictate how they should live their lives. Northerners, on the other hand, saw a strong central government as essential for progress. These fundamental differences would eventually tear the nation asunder. The debate surrounding slavery took center stage in the 1850s with the Kansas-Nebraska Act, and the Dred Scott decision fueling the flames of discontent. The Fugitive Slave Act, which forced Northerners to assist in the capture and return of escaped slaves, only added to the tensions. Abolitionists like William Lloyd Garrison and Frederick Douglass vocally opposed the institution, while firebrands like John Brown took more radical action. As the country edged closer to the precipice, the election of Abraham Lincoln as president in 1860 proved the catalyst for secession. South Carolina, followed by 10 other southern states, seceded from the Union, citing states' rights and the threat to their way of life. The stage was set for the bloodiest conflict in American history. In the years leading up to the war, the North and South had been arming themselves, each side convinced of the righteousness of their cause. The Confederate States of America, as the seceding states styled themselves, saw themselves as the defenders of tradition and heritage, while the North vowed to preserve the Union. The war itself would rage on for 4 long years, claiming the lives of over 600,000 Americans. From the First Battle of Bull Run to the Battle of Antietam, the war seesawed back and forth, with neither side able to gain a decisive advantage. Then, in 1863, the tide began to turn. The Emancipation Proclamation, issued by President Lincoln, freed all slaves in Confederate territory, fundamentally shifting the war's narrative. The Battle of Gettysburg, a 3-day bloodbath in Pennsylvania, marked a turning point. General Robert E. Lee's Army of Northern Virginia had launched a daring invasion of the North, but was repelled by Union forces under General George Meade. As the Confederate Army retreated, the North sensed victory within their grasp. General Ulysses S. Grant, appointed commander of all Union forces in 1864, waged a campaign of relentless pressure, gradually wearing down the Confederacy. The fall of Atlanta, the capture of Richmond, and the surrender at Appomattox all followed in quick succession. On April 9, 1865, General Lee surrendered to General Grant, effectively ending the war. The war's impact would be felt for generations to come. The 13th Amendment abolishing slavery was ratified in 1865. The Reconstruction era that followed aimed to rebuild the devastated South and ensure the rights of newly freed slaves. The war had resolved the question of states' rights, cementing the federal government's authority. Modern America, forged in the crucible of conflict, would emerge stronger, yet still grappling with the ghosts of its past. In conclusion, the American Civil War remains a pivotal moment in our nation's history, shaping our collective identity and influencing the ongoing struggle for civil rights. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the American Civil War. If you have any thoughts or opinions, please leave them in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more videos like this.